Check out our new merch. We have hoodies, t-shirts, and a bunch of other stuff.
Wow, that looks cool.
Check it all out. Make sure you get yours now at bobbyjaycox.com.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. We are in Portland, Oregon, where the shit is everywhere. There's no other way to say it. There's shit everywhere. And here's the thing, I like Portland. It's a beautiful place. Thank you for having me. But I'll tell you this, if you're a dog, move to Portland. Because you can shit wherever you want. And if you're in a hurry, you don't pick it up. And I think it's because I don't think they have plastic bags here anymore. That's my guess. I'm guessing if you don't have plastic bags, it's harder to pick up your dog shit. I'm guessing you're not paper or plastic when you're picking up your dog's shit. I'm going to go with plastic. I'm actually going to wish when I'm using plastic that it was a thicker plastic the entire time. And the only reason we use it so thin is because you see other people do it. And you're like, I guess plastic is really, really, really strong. And I'm just going to hope that that's what's going on. But how have you been? How you doing? I'm in fucking Portland, dude. And the weather is absolutely perfect. We're here. I got a show tonight at Helium, and I got in a day early and got to just walk around it's like literally one of the prettiest cities ever, but it's also literally, if you look up constantly, beautiful. If you look down at all, it's like walking a tightrope. That's what being in Portland's like. It's like walking a tightrope. You're like, just fucking look forward. Don't look, oh my God, that's a lot of shit in a... Yes. Yep. It's bad. Like, if you, like... You're like, oh, that is a lot of poop on the ground. Bobby, aren't there worse problems in the world? For sure. But when I'm walking around, it is the only thing I'm worried about. Like, I had a lot of it. Honestly, you know what? This city does help your anxiety because you're like, man, I'm so anxious, but I can't really worry about anything else in my life because as I look down, there is dog shit as far as the eye can see. And then you're like, well, how do you know it's dog shit? You're like, I'm just hoping, honestly. I'm just hoping for hope's sake. I'm just hoping for hope's sake that it's just dogs. Because I don't even want to think about what I'd have to do if I stepped in human shit. Lie to myself, that's the first thing I do. Second thing I do, scream. Third thing I do, probably snap my own fucking neck. Just go. Sorry. That's just how I is. And then I messed up. I was at the airport. And I do believe sometimes that I can predict the future. And I was like, you should probably take your headphones out right now. You should probably take your little AirPods out now. Because I don't think between here and baggage claim, you're going to need to listen to System of a Down. So maybe let's just take them out. And I went to the bathroom and I went like this. Bleep, bloop, 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 bleep, bloop, bloop, deep, bloop. AirPod. Oh, you ever seen... Have you ever seen Jumanji when Jim Carrey, he does the final roll, he's like, put your hands up. And then he does, and he's like, and the dice is like, that was my AirPod. And then I just had to look down and I just saw my AirPod, the thing that I should not have bought, but I was like, well, I've only had one AirPod for about a year. Maybe it's time I could upgrade and get a new pair of AirPods. Is that an elitist thing to do? Yeah. Did I do it? Yeah. Did they ask if I wanted insurance? No. I mean, they did. Did I get it? No. And then whenever I got them, whatever shape an AirPod is, it is the exact shape to be dropped. They studied how confusing people can get from grabbing a thing to putting it in their ear, and every way a shape. I think the most science has gone into an AirPod, so that they're like, have them drop it, so that and then they're just littered. We make so much money. Do they skip songs better or worse now? Because they used to go pop pop. Do they skip song? No, you have to get behind it and then like click it twice, and you better click it fucking exactly twice. So anyway, so my AirPod Jumanji fucking falls out of my thing, and I look down and I just see the AirPod sitting on the grate in the airport bathroom, and I just Jumanji. I was like, what do I do? And I picked it up. There wasn't piss or shit. It was like a dry floor, and I just fucking wiped my hands with like hand sanitizer and just put it, and then I set it for a second, and then I did another round, and then I just stared at it and was just like, what do we do with us now? Do we keep it or not? And so right now it's actually in my backpack in its own separate area where it's basically it's nuclear waste. Like, I don't know where to put this at. Like, I don't know how to decompose. I don't know if I should get rid of it. I'm about to ask ChatGPT if I'm like, do you guys care if if I ask you guys to search the internet to let me know, is it clean enough, or if I put it in my ear, will like in 2 weeks I get an infection that I've never heard of? Because Bob doesn't need that. But I don't get insurance on anything. I didn't get insurance on my AirPod, and I knew I should, because I mean, they're so slick. You get them and you know you're going to drop them. I got insurance on my iPhone because it's my everything, and I know if something happens, I'm going to need to go to the store and just fucking get it fixed, like, absolutely as soon as possible. But other than that, man, I honestly don't even think, I'm like, I don't even use my car all the time. I might like be like, hey, I don't need car insurance for a month. And then as soon as I drive, just like, okay, now. Like, can they prorate that a little bit? Can you be like, I call every once in a while. I just call State Farm, and I'm like, I promise I didn't drive that much. Can we call it even, Steven, on the maybe you don't charge me half of my car payment? I like complaining about money stuff because it's funny. It sucks so bad, and no one has like a good answer for it. You're like, well, why is car insurance so expensive? And people are like, fucking, I know, right? And then they'll just like talk about their problem with it, and then you'll talk about your problem with it. But the thing we don't do is just all fucking, I don't know, let's just all not drive for 1 month. Bobby, it's impossible to do. Not for me. I didn't have kids for a fucking reason. I'm allowed to know what it's like to be like, I get to bungee cord into poverty, and then, whoa, and right before I hit the ground, you just jump up because you're like, well, I don't have an apartment, so I don't have to pay for that. So I have no money, but effectively more money than I would have if I didn't have. You get it? You get it. You fucking get it. It is. If this is the perfect day, it is. I'm wearing a hoodie, and I'm not too hot. I'm wearing like it up, and I also feel like if I fully took it off, like the guy who's sitting pretty close to me with his shirt off, he's not facing me, but he's like towards me, and he was like a guy who like sat down with his shirt off, and he's so much, we'll say, buffer than me. So you're like, bro, at any point, don't make me have to like. How would I even? I mean, like, because I'm not saying that I haven't seen any crime. I didn't see any crime. I've seen people scream. Haven't seen any crime yet. But I don't like. If someone came up to steal all my stuff right now, how would I collect it? Because I have, dude, look, this is ridiculous. Like, this is my podcast setup. This is the steeple. Turn it around, and I got it stolen by the people. Oh, have you been recently stolen from and gotten a little so mad you couldn't believe how mad you were? Well, call me and we'll talk about it. I can't do anything, but I'll be like, fucking, people should stop doing that. Isn't that funny that doesn't fix it? I do feel like I grew up with so many people. Everyone I grew up around who is mostly just like right wing people who whatever, you know what I'm. But you're fucking. They're just like, why are people like that? And I think you're only allowed to pick that with like a couple things. Like I feel like if you're like, I just don't get why people like to get tattoos or whatever, you can. That's fine. But to just be like, I just don't know how someone could steal. Yes, you do. You don't have something and you want it. That's what stealing is. Well, that's what having money all the time is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if eventually that you had to go on a flight and they just wouldn't let you buy it, you know, you'd be like, oh, fuck, I guess somehow I have to take it or I got to go. You know, stealing works in a bunch of different fucking ways. I mean, it is just an absolutely perfect Sunday out here. And I love at my hotel, they're like, hey, you can rent a bike if you want. And I was like, I'm not renting a bike. At first I was like, I do want to rent a bike, but like I don't need me practicing wheelies on a rented bike. Where there's like, I could like slip in dog shit and just fucking just go down for the count. There's too many casualties that lie around. I just got coffee from a witch or whatever. That's what you do in Portland. You get coffee from like a witch. Like I stopped and they're like, tarot read this coffee. That's us. You know how witches made coffee? They're like, would you like to buy stones? You can put them in your coffee. What's the bathroom code? 666. I love this place. I like going into a witch. I like going into a witch place. There's different kind of witch places, but it just makes me feel, you know, it's not like feel like home, but it's like I miss home. You know, I've dated a lot of witches, so you kind of miss that sometimes. Sometimes you like to go in there and smell incense and see tea that you'll buy and never, ever, ever, ever use. Oh, maybe I'll make my own tea. Why? You're going to make your own? What are you talking about? You have 17 tea boxes at home. Bobby, are you talking about a girl? No, we all have that. Go in your kitchen right now. You have unused tea bags. You have so many unused tea bags. And every time you go to the store, you think you're like, oh, maybe I'll do that. And then you'll even say, you're like, I'll make myself some tea tonight. And you didn't. You didn't. You just didn't get tea. You just sat there and were like, oh. But then next time you're like, oh, maybe I'll get some tea. Trying to get some fancy coffee. I do that all the time. I saw fancy coffee at the witch place. I was like, I'll fly home with coffee. Do you know how stupid it would be to fly home with coffee? Do you know how stupid it would be for them to like take it out? Like, what is this? And I'm like, coffee. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. And then they let you go because it's a witch. You bought coffee from a witch? That's just crazy. Oh, dude, last night we were all hanging out and I ran into these people. We're just like all hanging out in line. And I ran into two people who then later were staying at the same hotel I was. And then the next morning we all got coffee at the exact same place. And I want to talk about serendipity, but that was very, very beautiful and nice. We were just talking. We were like, oh, yeah, you going to a show? Oh, yeah, me too. I'm going to a show tonight too. All right, cool. And then we parted ways because he had a knife in his pocket or whatever. He was like a guy. He was like, we're going in. And then they had security. He's like, shit, do you think they're going to care about my knife? And I'm like, I didn't say anything. I tried to help out. I just like went in front of him and was like, I have pot. And so I went in front of him, but he was like, dude, I have a knife. Do you think they're going to be pissed? And I'm like, yeah. But I didn't say that. That was what I said inside my head. I don't say much out loud anymore. I tell you guys some stuff out loud. On stage, I say some stuff. But beyond that, Bob's quiet. Bob's keeping a little low prof on his emotions. And is it going to cause a humongous problem? For sure. But guess what? It doesn't matter. Because currently I'm in Portland where I believe Trump released I literally just got into like Portland. And I'm so just, it's a stressful place right now. I don't need to be flying home in coffee and bringing home different kinds of coffee. I don't think that's how I'm going to spend my time. I don't think I'm going to be buying things and bringing them home. I almost bought stickers from this place and I was like, dude, I could tell you 1,000 places I want to put a sticker, but you just buy a sticker and then you just look at that sticker. I want to put it on something, but I'm scared as soon as I put it on it, I'll fucking hate it. And then I'll rip it off, and the person who I got it from will literally be walking by and give me like that Happy Gilmore disapproval thing where they're just like, just that quick shake head nod shake. No way, brother. Man, I'm all out of sorts, dude. My fucking lower back has been unbelievably sore, and right now is the least it's hurt. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel fucking pretty tranquil. And I obviously bought weed in Portland. And when you guys have weed here, you're not joking about it. Because I've gone a bunch of places. I think the weed was all right or whatever. But you come here and it's great. And everyone's even telling me, like, you got to get the RSO pills. You got to get this. You got to get this. Yeah, guess what? I will. But I can't find the store because I just smoked a joint from this place and I can't walk. I don't know where I'm going to go or walk anymore. Because I'm so fucking high. Dude, I got high and went to eat sushi. And I was so high. I was having a conversation with myself. And then there was a moderator. And there was like, dude, it was like the primaries for the running for president. It was dude, I was all over the place. I was like, oh, I'll get a joint. And so I got a joint. And I smoked it, and then I got to the sushi place, and then I started going in my head where I was like, I shouldn't be paying for sushi. This is way too expensive. Oh my God, hold on, pause. I think we're seeing a first date. This guy is so nervous. And this girl is so cute, and he's standing with prowess, and he's looking right at me. So I'm trying to get in their face. Okay, so they're both just staring and trying to figure out what to do. Or it's a breakup. Dude, I don't know. Anyways, you guys can't see it. And I'm not going to turn the camera so you can see it. Should I ask them if they want to... Will you come over here and tell me what's going on with you fucks? Damn it. What was I... Oh, so I smoked a joint. And then I was like so fucking high that I get to the sushi place. And I was like, so maybe I shouldn't eat that. Maybe I should just go around the corner and eat at this like gas station. But then I started like going through the math and I was like, actually, it's not that much cheaper. And even if I went to Qdoba, whatever. So then I went into the sushi place and brother, did this fucking sushi place sushi the shit out of me. I got a little salmon flight with, I forgot if I got it. They told I still don't know much things about being an adult, but it's all like rich things about being an adult. Like I know how to like, yeah, but not that. But I don't know how to do that. I can do but those, but not that. But Bobby, which ones? I'm not giving any examples. So are these ice agents? The joint that I smoked got me so high that I'm literally going in between a gas station, going and looking at the prices at a fucking sushi place. And then thank God I went to the sushi place because I got like shit I've never even got. I just got a piece of pork. Didn't even know you did it. I just got a piece of pork and they had beautiful bean sprouts. And it was absolutely incredible. And then they had a decorative flower. And I'd asked ChatGPT if it was okay if I ate it. And ChatGPT said, go right ahead, but it's probably not going to taste good. And I did it, and I liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. Truly didn't think it was that bad. Didn't mind the taste. And then the guy cooking did see me, though. The guy rolling up the sushi was like, he looked down very fast when I took a bite, and I looked down, and I was like, So he got to see me eat a flower and then look around and be like, was I supposed to eat that flower? And the guy was like, I've never seen anybody eat that fucking flower. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I've had sushi and I've tried to eat other stuff. I've eaten garnish before. Dude, I've been at a fucking, what was it, Ground Round? I used to eat the garnish that was there, and I think that was made of plastic. They used to have these little pieces of garnish that was literally like, I think they would just put it back on each plate. Like whenever someone would come, they'd grab as many as they could, put it on the new plate. I'd eat those. And I'd be like, what the heck? You take a bite and you're like, what is this? And your mom's like, plastic. Completely plastic. Plastic. They're just toys. Damn. It is so pretty out. I literally can't focus. Is it the Portland weed? Unbelievably, probably yes. But is it also that it feels incredible? I don't think I've ever worn a hoodie and the sun's been out like this and felt this fucking good. It's not a bad hoodie either. What the fuck else? I spent all morning trying to get from one hotel. I had to cross a bridge to get to this hotel. And you're like, well, why didn't you take an Uber? Because the city is so dense or whatever. And I guess to get anywhere takes too long. So everything's like, I'm like, oh, I want to go 4 minutes, like $10. I'm like, fine, then I will walk. And it is beautiful. And here's the thing. I'm not complaining. But the thing I am doing is being like, how come it's really not that hard to walk from place to place? But then I was like, oh, it's 30 minutes, dude. I can do a 30-minute walk. And then on the way, you're like avoiding shit. You're seeing like a homeless guy be like, I saw a homeless guy today start to take I will not share the video, but I was like, oh, is he shitting? And then he just had napkins in his hand that were just like, I mean, just pouring away. So many napkins. And then now I have a fear in Portland of napkins. Because if you see one on the ground, you're like, that might not be a napkin. That might identify as toilet paper. And I don't want that toilet paper getting like on my face. It's like, just a gust of wind and it just hits me in the face. And then it's like, what? And you're just like, I would like to pass away right now. I would look if I could freaking pass away. There's no way I should go eat at that sushi place again. I think I'd get mercury poisoning, wouldn't I? I gotta go eat somewhere else. I can't go eat at I can't even kind of justify trying to go and do something like that. But I will just ask ChatGPT if it's okay. Also, this city is like, I've lived in St. Louis to where people, it's not as bad as you think it is, but then you get there and there are people that do look rough. And I know that I know that people are like, see me and then they're like, I know that, this is a brand new hoodie and it's clean. That's how you know whenever people, like, what sucks is when people be like, no, I don't feel that way about you, but you come, like, I feel like I'm a guy, whenever people come around a corner, more times than not, people will be like, Jesus, you scared me. And I was like, we're in a city. No one else scared you. How come I'm the only one you reacted to as if I was a ghost? I don't know. I got a show tonight. I'm very excited. I stopped by last night and just kind of bounced around the comedy club, which is fun to do. I just I was like, okay, I'll go see a show. And I kind of hung out in the Neon Room for a little bit, saw some comedy, and then went outside. I went into the main room for almost a second. And then I was just like, I've been to so many shows and there's times where you want to hang out at a comedy club, but I went there and for some reason I was just I hung out for a little bit and then I was like, I'm gonna go. And I just walked around Portland and dude, I don't know. I feel like if you're an artist or, you just kind of know what that feels like. Dude, I love what I do, but it's also not me doing it. It's watching other people, which I love. But sometimes you're just where I've never been before, Portland. And I just left Helium and like said hi to a couple people that were there like a couple months ago. And I was just like walking through, and the sun has already like started to like completely go down. So that sky is like changing different colors of like blue. And I was just like, I literally started, I started like saying thank you like in my head to like, and then you're like, well, I don't even really know what I'm saying thank you to, but I was like, gratitude can be also abstract. I was like, let it just fucking be like, thank you to what? You're like, I don't even know. Cause that's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not any more weird than whenever like someone like was like, hi, we have shirts for sale. And you're like, thank you. You're like, what? I don't think that's what the words that should have went there, but yeah, I was like, so yeah, dude, I just like went for a walk around Portland, and it was beautiful, man. Beautiful. The colors, the fall hitting the sky. There's fucking birds in the sky. There's a guy who has a dog that looks fake. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. Beautiful. You walk around, beautiful. Look everywhere. Do not look down. There's a bunch of shit made by dogs in their assholes that they, and then their owners are like, I don't identify as picking that up right now. Am I pigeonholing? Yeah, yes, but the show has to have something to it, right? Wrong? Nay? Yay? Yeah, I smoked a joint this morning, and this this lady with like two of her friends goes, "Can I have a cigarette?" I was like, "Oh no, it's a joint." And I lit it. And as I lit, it was a big joint or whatever, and she, not bragging, I rolled it. And she was like, "If you smoke that whole thing, you're going to be too high." And I was like, "I've had like more than one of these today." And she goes, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah." So that's who's out right now in Portland, because it's a Sunday and you're either recovering from your job, you have a pill habit, you're inside, you're like watching a movie that you've seen 17 times, and you're rewatching it because you're like, I forgot at the beginning. It has it in there. And I remember that scene being there. I thought it was whatever. And yeah, that's what everyone else is inside doing. But like out here, okay, and that guy has a sign that says "fuck Trump," which is cool. That's a cool "fuck Trump" sign, because it has the American flag bleeping out "fuck," which is kind of interesting to censor. Which I censor shit too. I'm just saying, like, that to censor the UK, this UC for fuck. It's very American and not. It's like I love my First Amendment rights that I'm not gonna use all of them right now, which I fully respect and do. We're all very malleable and and if you don't, then move to Portland and have your dog shit just wherever you would like it to. And that'll just be what happens for your life, is a dog shit everywhere. Oh, okay. It is starting to get a little hot on the back of my calves. I do have shorts on. I could take my pants off. Yeah, I might just fucking really quick. I'm gonna take my pants off on the pot. Take them off. Ooh. Does he take his pants off? If I unzip it, it'll be the most unzipped these pants have ever been in their entire lives. And I don't think it'll go back down. So I have to take off my shoes too. I can't take off my shoes. Have all my podcast equipment out. But I really am hot. Let me see. We'll do it. Then we'll take off our shoes very quickly. We're going to do it so fast. This is what it's like if you're homeless and have a podcast. And so people think, they're like, is it even easy? No, for nobody. There's nobody it's easy for. And I swear to God, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna do this. And just so you know, I have shorts on underneath this. I'm not like just taking my pants off. But these people do think I am. These people do think that I am. I'm fully, look, they're shorts. I swear to God. Could you imagine if I just did my podcast and got arrested for, what's that called? Nudity outside? I don't want to get arrested for just being nude outside. I just had to take my pants off. But sometimes take just the nuance of it in general. Take your own pants off. but there's pants underneath. We don't know exactly what I was thinking about that. So kind of teaching you on this podcast too, kind of learning about stuff. There's someone right now that's like, if I had free hands, I would change this podcast, but it switched somehow. He put it in the algorithm, and after I listen to my favorite podcast, I gotta listen to podcast. I got a knot in my shoe. Will he get it out, or will he fucking regret it later when he's tying his shoes and he goes to untie them, and then there's a knot, so now there's two knots, and then he goes, damn it! Nope, just undid it now. Your viewers kind of dropped at the end. Yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't even live anywhere. See, look. Shorts. Alright, so I feel a lot better now. I feel monumentally the fuck better now. This thing's been empty for years. Okay. Alright, after I do this, I have to get something to eat. Sushi? No way. Sushi? No way. What should I get? What should I get to eat? Talk about it on the podcast, Bob, you stupid absolute dipshit. I'm gonna be on the road. Come out and see a show. I'm gonna be on the road with Cactus Tate. Not all these episodes are winners. We're almost to episode 100, so I've run out of things to talk about, and then sometimes that's just what happens. Who gives a fuck? All right, kisses, love you, talk to you later, bye.
Bye.